Liverpool 3, Manchester United 0. A game where I was really hoping we'd see a reaction from United. It wasn't nice to lose to Brighton. And when we lost to Brighton, I felt a little bit hard done by, but it was silly defending, and I thought we played all right versus Brighton. So I felt quite positive going into this game, saying we need a reaction because this is the international break. You cannot lose before the international break. You need 2 weeks of good feeling, so I'm not feeling bad for 2 weeks. And we didn't get reaction. In fact, we deserved to lose. We could have lost 4-0, we could have lost 5-0. I mean, Xerxes did have 2 good chances and we probably should have had a goal. But let's be honest, when we lost to Brighton, we didn't play that bad. We didn't do enough to win. We didn't play bad. When we lost today, there was no reaction. We got completely outplayed. We were atrocious today. We're the only team in the Premier League this weekend to not score a goal. I think we've second or maybe last for goals scored in the Premier League this season, which is mad because for expected goals we're about 4th, and we do need to be more clinical, and we do miss Højlund. But the problems are there. I was happy with the Fulham performance, and I was happy with the City Community Shield game. And I said versus Brighton we looked better. I said we didn't look good, but I said we looked not bad. But today, it was the old United. The midfield was open, and I don't know what Ten Hag was doing or what Ten Hag was seeing, because the midfield was a disgrace today. Gravenberch was prime Hullet today. Gravenberch was tearing through our midfield. Luis Diaz was playing like Ronaldo back in his Premier League days. And Mo Salah just laughing at Manchester United. You know, we had the early wake-up call with the Trent offside goal, and I said, look how open we are when we give the ball away. And we didn't fix up from that. And at half-time, he put on Collier for Casemiro, and we got better in the second half. It wasn't good enough, but we were better when Casemiro came off. And Casemiro, that is, since Casemiro, this game from Casemiro and that Palace 4-0 loss, I don't know what performance was worse, because Casemiro gives the ball away twice, and that's how Liverpool scored their opening 2 goals. He gave the ball away about 50 times that game. I think he gave the ball away more than any other player. And look, Maino also gave the ball away. I'm not going to go on Maino because actually he did evade the press quite well, but it's that one time he gave the ball away, and I think the tactics hung him out to dry, and I think the tactics don't help Casemiro either. And I'm going to say this. There is so much space between our defensive line and our midfield line, so that when we do give the ball away in midfield, it's so easy for teams to hit us on the transition, particularly Liverpool that thrive in those transition opportunities because of the space, and we need to be more tight. And I don't know, that's been an issue for a year, and Ten Hag's not fixed this. And I like Ten Hag, and I'm going to back Ten Hag, and I'm going to be positive, and I'm going to give Ten Hag time to believe in the Syneos project. You can see today exactly why we need Manuel Ugarte. You can see to the spot exactly why we need Manuel Ugarte today. Casemiro was atrocious, but when we give the ball away, it shouldn't, with Casemiro, with Maino there, it shouldn't be that easy for Liverpool to play through us. Liverpool dominated us, Liverpool destroyed us, and we made it that easy for them. We gifted them all 3 goals. We didn't deserve to win the game, but all 3 goals we gifted them today. All 3. And now Xerxes had 2 opportunities he should have scored. Rashford created 2 really good chances for him. But overall, the game was bad. Opening 2 minutes, Rashford, Delo on the overlap. Good football. All this is getting off to a good start. Maybe we'll be all right. Trent scores a goal offside, the wake-up call. Then that whole second half, we did nothing. We were limited. Our technical abilities was just unbelievably bad. I was saying that I think we've improved technically. Clearly haven't. Couldn't play out from the back. Was struggling and build up massively. Physically, Liverpool were all over us. We couldn't deal with it. We were getting pushed off the ball. They had the legs. We lacked the energy in midfield. And we were being bullied. And then second half comes on. He takes Casemiro off, rightly so, for Toby Collier. And we get a bit better, and then we can see the stupid goal, as we always do. You know, giving the ball away, all of that stuff. Maino could have done better there, but you know what? You get caught out sometimes. I'm not going to go on a Maino. People love to give him stick. He's just a kid. That's a one-off for Maino. It's happened too many times with Casemiro. We give the ball away. We're really open. I don't think De Ligt had a bad game. I don't think Mazraoui had a bad game. I don't think Martinez had a bad game. And I don't think Delo had a bad game, despite conceding 3 goals, because every goal we conceded came through an error in midfield. And I think the defence was absolutely hung out to dry. I think the defence was absolutely hung out to dry by errors in midfield, and the tactics was the problem. Now, interestingly, we got better in the second half because Maino and Delo almost formed a pivot, helping us in build-up, and Collier would get more advanced. And I thought Collier's ground coverage was better, but there was nothing. Ahmad coming on made us better, and I do think the wingers saw more of the ball in the second half. Rashford created three chances that match, 2 big chances, and grew into the game. Amad Diallo was the bright spark. It took Amad Diallo 5 minutes to have more touches than any other Man United player did in the box, and I thought we got better. I thought in the first half, the wingers just didn't get into the game, and I said, I'm not going to go on and Garnacho, Rashford and Xerxes in the first half, but they'd done nothing, but that is because we couldn't get the ball to them. We couldn't get the ball to Garnacho, Rashford and Xerxes, and that's why they did nothing in the first half. In the second half, we got the ball up to them a bit more. Ahmad got the ball. I thought Rashford had a good second half, but not a good first half, if I was going to be honest. And look, I see everyone blaming Rashford online. Oh, Rashford is a disgrace. We need to sell Rashford. Look, Rashford has not been good enough, and I'm aware of that. And Ahmad should have started today. But if you watch that game and you think that Rashford is the problem just through watching that game, stop your agenda, stop being a child, grow up. Subbing Rashford, selling Rashford isn't going to fix United. Selling Ronaldo didn't fix United. Getting rid of Pogba didn't fix Manchester United. Getting rid of Fred, getting rid of McTominay, Maguire not starting when we demand that Maguire's benched, it didn't fix Manchester United. It's not Maguire goes, it's all fixed. This fan base has this thing where instead of admitting what the real problems are and that there's a lot of problems, a lot needs to be solved, as soon as it goes wrong, they latch onto one player. David De Gea is the problem. We'll actually finally be able to build up well when David De Gea's gone. David De Gea's gone, and Arne hasn't been much better. Let's be totally honest. Fred and McTominay are the problem. They're gone. The midfield is still being outrun. Pogba's the problem. He's gone. We're still crap. People are jumping on to Rashford. Oh, it's Rashford. He's being booed. Ten Hag's being booed for subbing Garnacho off. I love Garnacho. Garnacho should start over Rashford on current form, but Rashford was more of a threat than Garnacho in that game, and Rashford didn't have the best game, but Garnacho did absolutely nothing that game. Let's not pretend he did. But the fan base is too busy jumping on Rashford instead of accepting the problem today was not Marcus Rashford. He needs to do better. He needs to step up with the money he's on, and every fan has rights to be frustrated with how he's been the last year. But if you look at that game and you blame Rashford when Casemiro's given the ball away for 2 goals, when Maino's given the ball away for 1 goal, and our structure was absolutely appalling, then you need to grow up over your agenda, because selling Rashford isn't going to make us win the league, just like selling De Gea didn't, just like selling Ronaldo didn't. Because you look at this passing network here, this is on Ten Hag. I like Ten Hag. I'm going to back Ten Hag. But this is 100% absolutely on Eric Ten Hag, those tactics. Casemiro giving the ball away. Ten Hag does not tell Casemiro to give the ball away. It's not Ten Hag's fault that all 3 goals came from us giving the ball away, which was our fault. But what was Ten Hag's fault is when we gave the ball away, how easy it was for them because of the midfield structure. And Ruvan Nistelrooy needs to fix that. Ten Hag needs to fix that, or Ruvan Nistelrooy will be taking Ten Hag's job. Because I just worry. I'm hoping it's going to click under Ten Hag. I'm hoping it's going to get better under Ten Hag, but I'm worried. Ahmad really good, needs to start the next game. Collier impressive. Casemiro was the worst player on the pitch by the country mile. 2 good chances created from Rashford, who did actually have a good last half an hour. Rashford had a good last 30 minutes. Delo had a relatively alright game despite conceding 3 goals. De Ligt had a good first half, but second half looked lost. Ahmad was good and Collier was good. The rest of the team was a disgrace. And the problem is Liverpool was so much fitter than us. The energy levels in their midfield, they won back the ball. They were absolutely swarming us in midfield. And Arne Slot got it spot on. They're 3 games in, we're 3 years in. I can see what Arne Slot's trying to do. I can't see what Ten Hag's trying to do, and I don't like to say that. I can see what Ten Hag's trying to do. It's the same thing he's been trying to do for 3 years. That's not worked. So I don't know why he's not changing it. It's what I really mean with Ten Hag. But I can see what Arne Slot wants to do. Press United. They know that Martinez is the primary operator in build-up. So press Martinez, push him down. Close down Casemiro. He's the weak spot. He's the guy that's going to get the ball away. Force them, back. Exactly what they did. Win the ball, transition quickly. Exactly what they did, and it dominated us. And Casemiro is now the first player in 8 years to make multiple errors leading to a goal and be dribbled past multiple times in a Premier League game for the last 8 seasons. It was a shocking game from Casemiro. And he was rightly hooked. And he's not happy that he's hooked Casemiro. And he's not happy with Ten Hag. But Ten Hag got his subs right. Believe it or not, people were angry with Ten Hag subs. He got his subs right. He got his subs wrong versus Brighton, but he got his subs right today. But it was bad. Arne Slot broke down our style perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. Arne Slot got his tactics spot on. Liverpool were the better team. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely were the better team. Because let's be honest, it was an absolutely disgraceful performance from Manchester United. And, it's Marcus Rashford's fault. It's Marcus Rashford's fault. Mate, the only player that had a better game than Marcus Rashford was Ahmad and Collier, who came off the bench. So if you're sitting there blaming Rashford, let's be honest, I'm Bruno's biggest fan. I said Bruno's a world-class player. Bruno Fernandes, one of the worst players on the pitch today. Alejandro Garnacho did nothing. Casemiro, easily the worst player on the pitch today. Maino had a shocking game. Joshua Zirkzee had a shocking game. De Ligt and Martinez could have probably done better. And Nana had a shocking game. So you know what? Let's stop attacking Marcus Rashford and let's start saying, you know what, we got so much wrong. Because we got so much wrong today. Maybe Ahmad and Garnacho should have started. But you know what? Rashford had a decent game on the left. He wasn't good, but let's be honest, he wasn't awful. Ahmad should have started today. That's the thing. But at the end of the day, Ten Hag should have got his tactics better. We got absolutely outplayed. We lost the ball away. And we did have chances, which we didn't take. And that is frustrating. And you get punished for it. And we need to do better. And hopefully we've got 2 weeks to learn from this. And we've just got to hope that Ten Hag stops making the same mistakes. I like Ten Hag. I'm going to back Ten Hag. But if he does not fix this midfield structure out of possession, he's going to get himself sacked. So Ten Hag's either got to change it up or he's going to get himself sacked. And that is the truth of the matter. Jim Ratcliffe is spotted with his head in his hands. Jim Ratcliffe is just absolutely done with the situation. But you know what? It is what it is. Guys, please do go ahead and hit that like button if you have not already. Of course, subscribe down below if you're new. Share the video. Thank you for watching. Bye.